Session 4 of Module 1 of Managerial Communication of 2nd semester BBA of Mangalore University. In Session 4, we shall study about the objectives of business communication. Let us see the objectives of communication: information, advice, order, suggestion, persuasion, education, warning, raising morale, and motivation. Information. External information and internal information. External information about the product, about the availability of credit facilities, availability of raw materials, about the government rules and regulations, about advertising media, the latest development in the fields of science and technology. Internal information about the job assignments, job specifications, procedures which govern the jobs. Information on status and decision-making powers of the members of the organization. General information on the policies and activities of the organization. The sources of information. We get information through the old files of the organization. We can collect information by observing people, observing circumstances, situations, or conditions. Mass media of communication provide us information. Library research. We get lots of information in the magazines, journals, or the booklets that are available in the library. Chambers of commerce, which have records of information of their members and their activities. Information through the meetings, seminars, conferences. Personal interviews, where we can extract the required information from the people who have expertise. Information through the questionnaires. Questionnaire is a set of questions through which you want to elicit some information, could be given to the respondents, and the information could be collected. Trade fairs and exhibitions. Electronic communication media. Websites. Second is advice. Importance of advice and counseling. Advice is given to a person either to influence his opinion or his behavior. For a businessman to run his business successfully, he will have to seek expert advice frequently related to the finance, taxation, publicity, engineering, public relations, etc. Expert advice from outside flows horizontally. The board of directors advising one another on policy matters is a kind of horizontal communication where people of same level or same job positions exchange their views or give suggestions. The advice that flows vertically downwards from the management personnel to the supervisory staff and the subordinate staff. Just like advice, we have counseling. Counseling is similar to giving advice. The counselor is the man who is having greater skill or knowledge on some specific subject, and he offers his counsel without any personal interest or investment or involvement. Advice has a personal touch. Counsel is almost professional. Advice is often unsought and unwelcome, but counseling is eagerly sought. When you have a problem, we go for counseling. So, when there are some problems in the organization, counseling helps a lot. Third is order. Types of order: written and oral order, general and specific, procedural and operational orders, mandatory, which are compulsory, and discretionary orders. Order is an authoritative communication. It is a directive to somebody, always to a subordinate, to do something or not to do something. Now, top persons, and this is the hierarchy, the order flows from the top to the lower level. Instructions or suggestions, instructions, suggestions, advice, or order. Whatever be the nature and size of an organization, orders are absolutely necessary. The downward flow of information is dominated by orders. So the orders could be given orally or in a written form. It can be in general to all, or it can be to a specific person. There could be procedural regarding the procedure to be followed or the operations to be undertaken. The order which is compulsorily required to be followed, or it is discretionary on the part of the subordinates. Suggestion. Suggestion flows horizontally or vertically upwards. If any problem is to be solved and if the top management seeks suggestion from the lower level or from people of different departments, when we seek suggestion from people of different departments, it is horizontal, and it is vertically upward when the lower level personnel give their suggestion. Or for example, if you consider in a teaching institute, students give suggestions to the teachers regarding some matters where they are more concerned. So suggestions may hurt someone's ego to recognize its utility and accept it. Enlightened executives should welcome positive, constructive suggestions with an open mind. Persuasion. Persuasion is to convince. It is an effort to influence the attitudes, feelings, beliefs of others, or to influence actions based on those attitudes, feelings, or beliefs. Now, if this person is a marketing leader, she's trying to convince the other persons in the group. Now you can see all are giving claps that they are satisfied with what she says. So she is successful in persuading the team members. For example, buyers have to be persuaded to purchase the goods of the sellers. So when you give advertisements, when you market your product to the customer should feel that your product is of good quality and the payment that they made for your product, they are getting the right satisfaction and they are loyal to the product. Education. Education is carried on at 3 levels. Education for management, for employees, and for outside public. Education involves both teaching and learning, and it extends over considerably longer period. The main purpose of education is to widen knowledge as well as to improve the skills. With proper education, right decisions could be taken at the right time. Warning. If employees do not abide by the norms of the organization or if they violate the rules and regulations, it may become necessary to warn them. Before giving punishments, Warnings are given to the employees if they do not do the things right. Raising morale. Morale stands for mental health. It is the sum of several qualities like courage, confidence, encouragement, people who hesitate, who are of fear, who are afraid that they are not able to do the work properly, to improve their morale, to higher morale and efficient performance. Both go hand in hand. Therefore, encouragement to uplift our morale or thinking and to have a positive attitude is essential. Motivation energizes and activates a person and channelizes his behavior towards the attainment of desired goals. Motivation and behavior are intimately related to each other. If there is a purpose, if there is a requirement to attain the goal, or if there is an aim and there is some benefit due to the activity, people are motivated to work. Now, it is the responsibility of the top management to motivate the team members, to motivate the entire organization so that the objectives of the organization are fulfilled. So, we have studied about the objectives of communication, that is to get and provide information, giving advice, giving orders, suggestions, persuading, educating the people in the organization, giving warnings for the wrong activities performed, raising morale, encouraging, training, taking initiatives, and motivating people to work for the attainment of organizational activities. References.